EA Sports. It's in the game.
At high risk and test positive, don't wait. Ask your healthcare provider right away if an authorized oral treatment is right for you.
On December 16th, the motion picture that of a generation is even better in 3D.
She is around joining you.
Avatar, The Way of Water. Rated PG-13. Tickets on sale now, December 16th.
Where can you save time shopping and spend quality time at the same time? Lowe's, actually. This holiday season, experience the magic of Winterfest.
Hey, Bug. I know you don't like voicemails, but I hope you're doing great. I wish I was with you. You are so brave. Just keep getting out there. And I hope you know how lucky I am to be your dad.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Amanda Rollins. Pleasure.
You haven't talked to Liv yet, have you?
I'm leaving SVU.
Thank you all for coming.
You gonna start crying already, Liv?
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By Lowe's. Let's tackle home together. By Progressive. The right call to protect your home and car. And by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. We're mentioning the National Medal of Honor Museum that's being built. Just a walk here from the stadium in Arlington, Texas. Ground broken in March 2024 is the hope to have that museum opened, over 100,000 square feet. Jones family, Charlotte Jones, chair for the National Medal of Honor Foundation. Dallas Flowers with a big kickoff return to start the second half against Pittsburgh last week. It's around the 25-yard line here for the Colts, who have had, take the horse parlance, an unstable situation. From Andrew Luck's retirement through Jacoby Brissett and Phillip Rivers and Carson Wentz. All were okay, but weren't the guy. And then a 2-year deal for Matt Ryan to come in, and then everything that's gone on around this team since then. They've hovered around 500 with Ryan. They lost a couple of games that Sam Ellinger started and are sitting at 4-7-1. By the way, the backup tonight is Nick Foles for Indianapolis. Deion Jackson to the game in the backfield on this drive, and he gets nothing. Micah Parsons, one of the Cowboys over there on the tackle.
Hey, you think so much about Micah Parsons, and he's been so much more of an edge rusher this year. But don't forget, he's an inside backer, too. He knows how to maneuver his way through traffic here and make plays. That was perfectly done there. He has just been a dynamo. What does he have, 6 games now with 2 sacks in there? And when he gets going, sometimes you can't turn him off.
Yeah, if he gets 1, he gets 2. That's the way the games have gone for his stats are coming in pairs. Snap infraction there. Only 1 penalty accepted against the Cowboys, none against the Colts until now. If this is in fact on Indianapolis.
All start, number 56, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Give that to Quentin Nelson, terrific guard up front, 50-year man out of Notre Dame.
Just a little flinch, pre-snap.
He's going to set up 2nd and 14. Ryan protected here inside. Pittman with the catch. Michael Pittman takes it to the 30-yard line. Good receiver, third year out of USC, taken in the second round. He's their top guy in catches and yards.
Yeah, I thought we might see a little bit of a hurry-up pace out of the Colts because the Cowboys love to substitute so much, but perfectly happy back in the huddle there. I guess sometimes you want to pick up that first down and then think about it. Oh, boy, they're in some pressure look now, too.
Parsons going from way outside. Off the edge, here he comes. Ryan gets rid of it quick, gets the first down to Granson. That's a couple catches for Kylan Granson. Second-year man out of SMU. We'll keep this drive going at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, you're going to see Parsons coming off the edge, and they were bringing the heat. But I tell you have to give some credit to Matt Ryan. Did you see him throw around the uplifted arms of that defensive lineman there to get that completion?
I did. To get that first down. And I also saw the Colts not substitute. The Cowboys did. And the umpire came in and stopped the snap from happening. And the Colts sideline, none too pleased with that. Deion Jackson the run to the 41. That's the fourth time that after a first down was achieved, they jumped the ball and tried to go quick to keep that personnel out there.
You will see the Dallas Cowboys substitute so freely, and Jeff Saturday, believe me, that's part of their strategy. They do not want these guys easily substituting, and if the referee's going to let him do it, then it kills part of his strategy, and he's hot. He deserves it.
And Terry McCauley, our rules analyst, tells us with the play ending up in the bench area. As the run here goes with Taylor, yard shy of the first down to 45. With the play ending up in the bench area, they give them the chance to match back up because of the confusion that could be caused. Who's coming off the bench, who stayed in. So even though you didn't sub, because of the way the play ended, that's what they do. Every single Sunday, Terry teaches us something.
I'll bet Jeff Saturday is perfectly happy with that.
Yeah, right. 3rd and 1. Past halfway in the second quarter. Taylor's the back, bounces it to the outside, has the first down to the Cowboys side of midfield. Speaking of the bench area, thrown in there aggressively by Malik Hooker, the former Colt, but the drive continues.
It's a nice job that time by Matt Ryan. You could tell that he didn't really like what he saw. They were all bunched in over the center, so he checks, goes off tackle, picks up the easy first down.
He's out of the bench areas. The Colts jump the ball. I feel so empowered that I learned that tonight. That's great. One more thing to add to the rules. Play 7 on this drive. Taylor to the right. Gain of 5. We both talked about Taylor and Ryan having that guy as a running back. That's why we thought this would work so well in Indianapolis. He is such a good back, combo of power and speed.
Yeah, we all did, and yet it didn't. And some of the midseason shifts and Frank Reich being gone and his expertise and how his offense matched up, and it took a little while with Matt Ryan, and they make the wholesale changes right in the middle of the season. So it was tough on everybody.
Staying out here, not huddling. The play action as Ryan escapes, throws it away. No receiver over here. Was he in the tackle box? Will be the next question. The ball got past the line of scrimmage. Now that conversation is happening. Micah Parsons with the pass rush. And Carl Sheffer says,
out of the pocket. The ball got back to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the pocket.
If he was out of the pocket, he was barely out of the pocket.
Matt Pryor's the new right tackle, 69.
Let's take a look at this. Let's see if he gets outside the pocket. Not even close.
Break there for the Colts. Instead of 3rd and long, it's 3rd and very manageable, 3rd and 5. Ryan in trouble, he goes down. Swarming Dallas pressure, Anthony Barr coming from his linebacker position for his first sack of the season. Ryan thought it was up by the head.
Anytime you get Micah Parsons down inside here, you've got to condense and you got to bring blockers down inside. And so basically on that one, Jonathan Taylor, he just could not get around his quarterback to go pick up Anthony Barr.
Puts him across the face mask, but that forcible word comes into play there. And the officials determine not forcible contact. That's why no flag. And Matt Hoff kicks to Devontae Turpin. Minimize Turpin's impact in the punt return game. 2 kicks, another fair catch. Back at the 12-yard line, and the Cowboys will start. December's here. Christmas lists are being made, and Christmas wishes being filled.
Toyota-thon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more. Wow. What's next? I knew I was forgetting something. She's a wizard.
Toyota. Let's go places. This book has helped me reach so many young homeowners who have become their parents.
Hey, what's the lowest you'll go on one of these mugs?
Well, remember, no haggling in stores.
Yeah. Just like syrup.
They may have read the book, but they still have a long way to go.
I was hoping to get your John Hancock on that.
Let's just call it a signature.
I noticed there weren't any refreshments, so I'm just going to leave a couple of snackies.
Folks, the line's a shambles. Let's tuck it in, sir.
Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us. We don't need a line monitor.
Applebee's new sizzling skillets, starting at just $10.99.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Take it all the way to the end.
I got icing on my phone. Stop shopping. I still need to find a bike, golf balls, a baseball bat.
You won't find it on that site. Go to Dix.com.
Dix.com. Why did I not think of that?
They got all the sports.
And 1 hour pickup.
That's amazing.
You mean like this?
You made that?
Oh, yes, I did.
You girls can learn a lot from Charles.
It is quite handsome.
Well, I didn't know we could do our faces.
Right?
Every holiday search starts at Dix.com.
I'm so excited.
There's only one person on this season that has any business doing that song, and it's you.
George Lopez and his daughter Mine star in NBC's new comedy Lopez vs. Lopez, Friday, 8/7 Central on NBC and streaming the next day on Peacock. Back here in Arlington, Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys start from the 12 and inside, almost intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. Gilmore right there. Almost had a key turnover. We mentioned Dak has thrown some picks since his return.
That's how you get to be Defensive Player of the Year, the way that Gilmore did. He was all over that one. Saw it, had it, physical at the point. They are trying hard to try and get some contact with these receivers coming off the ball so that maybe their pass rush can get home.
And the 12 CD Lamb on the run. Hit sweep there, getting a first down at the 22-yard line. Let's see if they're going to give it to him. He's right at the mark. 8th run of the year for CD. Nope, just short. Where the foot is there.
Did you see that little hockey stop there? He comes back. He comes to a skidding halt as he makes the cut with both feet. And you see all those black pellets flying, and there he goes again.
Simple. He's like, hold on to the replay. I'm going to show you the real thing again. Back to back, they return that play, and Lamb, 2 runs. That one gets the first down.
CeeDee Lamb, and I've said this before, but Kellen Moore certainly knows, he was one of the most elusive runners, I think, after the catch I ever saw play college football. He is just brilliant in the open field, and you should feel honored when you get him on the ground.
Runs of 9 and 14, and now Elliott with a jump cut. And Yannick Ngakoue made the first contact. DeForest Buckner finishing it up at the 35-yard line.
Check out the play by Grover Stewart on this one, just shooting the gap and getting upfield to completely disrupt this play. There's nothing that disrupts the running game and the zone running game more than penetration by those defensive linemen. He has really come out of nowhere this year and just taken off.
3rd and 10, pressure on Prescott, picked up, throws a wham, who had to go up high and took it in the ribs there by Rodney Thomas. The rookie from Yale was closing fast and targeted CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, they're going to bring pressure here. Here comes right up the middle Zaire Franklin, who's had a fantastic year for these Colts. And just a little high with that throw. Anything else, CD easily makes that play.
3 minutes left. Colts get the ball to start the second half. It's 3rd and 10. Is this a big play in the game? No, but it's important if Indianapolis wants to stay around in this one. Dak protected so well. Gilmore with the pick. No flag. Fans wanted it. There was a lot of contact. Gilmore inside the 20 and down at the 19-yard line. Stephon Gilmore. 3 seasons removed from being the Defensive Player of the Year, his 2nd interception.
Let's take a look. This is just straight up man-to-man all over the field, and they're taking Gallup out with one guy. This is like watching the Patriots play. Is there contact? There is a little contact. He was breaking out into Gilmore, holding his ground, and just a little bit tougher at the point. You just have to play ball sometimes. Tell you what, Gilmore's had a half, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
He is some player.
Almost had the pick on the first play of that drive. Gets it here. And now the Colts have an opportunity to take the lead. 19. Inside Taylor stumbled a little bit that first step. That doesn't stop him. He keeps going to the 16-yard line. Powerful running back.
Prescott's thrown a few interceptions now. For the last little bit, he really trusts his wide receivers, and he was telling us as much. He goes, I'm just going to assume they're going to get open when they get out of the break, and that time he just could not battle his way through Gilmore.
6 games since he returned, 6th pick, all coming in the first half of games. Pressure coming. And the 2-minute warning. So the Colts will face 2nd down on the other side of the 2. The pick thrown by 4, caught by 5 as Dallas trying to cut it to a 4-point lead.
Oh my God. Okay.
Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
Together, we are going to stop Bowser. How? Look at us. We're adorable.
Oh, I got this. No problem.
You got it. Wow. Okay.
There's a lot of costumes. They're all counting on us. No pressure.
Only music was like a pretty PG. I'm back home for the holidays, wearing my favorite LL Bean flannel. That's Carol and Jim, and Uncle Fred, and Pam. And this, whoa, is everything. LL Bean, be an outsider.
Take a picture.
I'm stuck! Is that still iPhone?
Yep, I just got the new iPhone 14 with its amazing camera at T-Mobile.
How does it do?
Just head to T-Mobile this holiday and get gifts for the whole family with 4 iPhone 14s on us and 4 lines of unlimited for $25 a line.
Wow!
Wow is right, and T-Mobile has Price Lock Guarantee. Unlike the other big guys, we guarantee we won't raise the price of your rate plan, ever.
Buffalo Wild Wings has deals on deals on deals. Like buy one, get one half off Wing Tuesdays, buy one, get one free boneless Thursdays, and wing bundles from $9.99. Order now at BuffaloWildWings.com.
Last week on Fallon, Christmas came early with Dolly Parton. I love you so much! This week, there's Miley Cyrus, Steve Martin and Martin Short, Emma Thompson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and her. Plus Monday, Selena Gomez. New Tonight Show.
Just in time for the holidays, Hallmark is now streaming on Peacock, so make your season bright with new Hallmark movies, shows, channels, and so much more. The holidays, watch a rom-com, watch those shows, or if you need a laugh at the end of the night, George Lopez over there on Peacock as well. George is here, he's in the house. Told you about his show on Friday nights on NBC with his daughter, Maya. He's doing the old Zeke thing.
Yeah, he's doing Raven the Invisible Town.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, he's part of the crowd.
Thank you. Second and 7 coming up here for Indianapolis, down 4. And Ryan is swinging. Incomplete. Well covered by the Cowboys. And Devon Clark, who, as a rookie fifth rounder, is starting to make some noise in that Dallas linebacking corps.
Yeah, and he is, and he's going to come in a lot of these pass-first kind of situations. But what we've seen here so far in these situations now on third down is that Dan Quinn has been taking over the game with pressure. Let's see if he comes again. Both sacks have come on third down pressure.
Ryan takes the quick snap, throwing up to the end zone. Out of bounds or caught? Let's see. Out of bounds, incomplete. It's kind of like Granson trying to drag the feet, get his hands on it. But Matt Ryan knew he had to get rid of that quick, and the field goal attempt just go.
Did not bring pressure. They just stunned it. They did a couple of loops, but because the earlier pressure had sort of sped up the clock in Matt Ryan's head, I think that you could see him look a little uncomfortable in the pocket, and that was some of that ghost pressure that he got used to on those other plays.
So a 34-yard field goal attempt for Chase McLaughlin. Not pretty at all, but it knuckles its way through. As we say in golf, no pictures on the scorecard. 14-13.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
Football is more than what happens on the field. It's play calling and playmaking and rising to the moment. But more importantly, at its core, football provides purpose and direction. It creates connections and builds community. Oakley celebrates the lessons the game teaches us, the larger imprint it can make. By providing access and opportunity, Oakley is investing in communities and future generations to help offer a better path forward by empowering youth through sport. Move the game forward.
Okay, I'm an alien.
If you're making a sci-fi movie, you need to finish the special effects.
Does that look good?
And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico.
We on a mission.
The refrigerator is Greg's happy place.
My kids eat, but I finally figured it out.
We can get all that we need, and then a little bit more at Walmart.
Now this is going to be... Our new star is here!
I'm the star.
If you don't take a risk, you don't grow.
I'm not like a corny a cappella guy. I'm cool, right? Right?
Maria Tony Jason coming up on the Toyota halftime.
Niners win but lose their quarterback. Jalen Hurts for MVP.
We'll see you at the half. Back to you, Mike.
All right, Maria, Tony, Jason. See you then. Very interesting day with some significant long-term ramifications. A couple of those injuries. Quarterback in San Francisco, Baltimore. 14-13. Cavante Turpin will let that go. It was a touchback. Let's go back to the field goal, and here's the explanation why it wasn't very pretty.
Yeah, Dorrance Armstrong, who's gotten his hands on a couple of kicks already this year. They go a pure double team over Pinter, and he tipped it. Just didn't tip it enough. Pretty amazing. You can get a hand on the football and have it still go through.
Bones Fossil, the special teams coach for the Cowboys, has seen Armstrong block a field goal and a punt for him this year. So full complement of timeouts for Dallas, getting into a 2-minute drill here. Pollard on the edge. He's out of bounds right around the 30. Here's Melissa.
Mike, Stephon Gilmore with that interception. He told me he embraces the moments when he knows the ball is coming in his direction, that he comes alive. He said, I've been like that my whole career. If you can make the play, you're the savior. He likened it to Michael Jordan, his favorite athlete, that he would always take that shot. When the moment gets big, he's clutch and steps up. And that is what Gilmore prides himself on doing.
Saw it in Buffalo, saw it in New England, 5 years each place. Carolina, and now here for a year. Prescott shot down the field towards Gallup. Incomplete. Bump and contact as Gallup got free. Rodney Thomas was coming over from that safety position. Isaiah Rodgers had the initial coverage.
Yeah, when you saw Rodney Thomas come moving over and look at Mike McCarthy, he's looking at the same thing. Thomas comes flying over, but then he sort of turned his hips and ran a little bit. But it looked like the contact was going to come head on, and that would have been a foul, but he adjusted last second, turned up the field, made a nice play.
7th round pick, rookie, playing in the deep safety position. 3rd and 5, Prescott was going to take off, but he got squeezed in there and is sacked. Kwity Paye combines with DeForest Buckner to come up with the stop, but all 4 rushers an impact there, and Dallas will punt it back to the Colts.
Let's take a look at Paye coming right off the edge over here, but the pressure came initially from the inside, and that just, as you said, squeezed Dak Prescott. And I tell you, this is an upbeat, emotionally charged defensive football team with the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, this is a game right now. I'm not sure the Dallas Cowboys were quite expecting this one.
I'm sure we were expecting it, to be perfectly frank. Odenabo, a couple of players inside. Rotate some defensive linemen, having an impact for the Colts. Anger with the boot. 51 yards. Taken at the 24-yard line. Dallas Flowers not sneaking up on anybody this week. Return just shy of the 30. So the Colts with a minute 19 and a couple timeouts. We'll see what they do after the Cowboys couldn't jump into a 2-minute drive. Well, to 3 and out by the Indy defense.
Well, this resume is getting seen. Just not by who you want. You need a better plan.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. An Indeed resume is more than a resume. It works harder for you, helping you edit and improve. And it gets you seen by the right people. All without having to do one dance move.
I joined Uber One to be frugal, because I'm famous, but not famous. You know, I'm more like that guy from That Thing famous, so saving money is pretty clutch for me. Pretty clutch.
Dad, tomorrow, can we go to the playground?
All right, we're headed to the playground.
Yeah, we're going to the playground.
Have fun.
We're coming.
No, come on.
I'll see you later. I'm headed to the playground.
Yeah, sit down.
I've got one more. You think I've never been to the playground?
Shop Best Buy and experience the magic of giving the perfect gift.
Sheldon, what do you think of our new Pistachios football campaign?
Hate it.
What is he doing?
I'm storming out.
Go to NFLShop.com for a special holiday offer.
These celebrities have strapped themselves into this giant wheel to help contestants tackle tough trivia.
Are you good with that? Oh, man.
We should be graded on personality.
The Wheel 2-week holiday event starts December 19th on NBC.
Of course, interesting night for Dan Quinn. Second year as the Cowboys defensive coordinator, 5+ years as the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, and Matt Ryan was his quarterback. He told us that we grew together, watched Matt become the leader. He always had my back. Matt Ryan also had great words for Dan Quinn, but opposite sides here tonight. He looks to throw it on first down. He just throws it away in the neighborhood of Taylor, the eligible receiver, as Ryan got rid of it.
Yeah, and he knows what he has to do with Matt Ryan, right? He knows that the pressure has to be sort of up the middle. Ryan, during the course of his career, has really never had any fear of edge rushers coming around him. He can step up. But Dan Quinn knows if you get the pressure on the interior part of it, that's where he has problems.
Well, 2nd and 10, this pass incomplete, trying to get it to Pierce here. So I asked you in the break, did you think the Colts just try to run and not fully get into a 2-minute drive, given a 1-point score here at the half? They've stopped the clock twice with incompletion.
But it always depends on what you see. But the Cowboys came out in some soft shell coverage. I probably would have run at that because you did have the timeouts. You did have the ability, but they came out throwing.
Real quick here, Ryan's missed his last 5. Finds Paris Campbell here, who's got the first down and out of bounds with 1:06 to go. So they put 3 receivers on this side, and the 4th-year man out of Ohio State, Campbell, gets the first down.
Now they end up with a bunch formation out here on the outside, and the Cowboys really just never got set in the coverage and end up popping one wide open on a 3rd and long. That is not what Dan Quinn had in mind.
Still the 2 timeouts from the 40. Ryan to Pierce, incomplete. As they couldn't get it to the rookie wide receiver. Well, 2nd down coming up. 1:03 to go till halftime.
And you just don't see Matt Ryan miss those kinds of throws. I know they have young receivers out here. The other guy, Mike, that we haven't seen at all, who played really well last week, is Jelani Woods, their big tight end, and he's been a non-factor.
Just 3 snaps for him thus far. It's been more Kylan Granson. 2nd and 10 for Ryan. And pass was jumped, and it's intercepted on the deflection. Brown tipped it. On the right to the sideline, inside the 25-yard line from Malik Hooker. The read by Brown forced the deflection.
Nice play by Anthony Brown. You can see him looking at the quarterback the entire way. He's reading the drop of the quarterback. He's not looking at the receiver. He sees that 3-step drop. He's going to hit that right away. Great play on the outside by Anthony Brown. So many times, I think he came up with that catch.
It's close. The ball does touch the field, but he's got it secure.
Are you serious?
Let's take a deeper look there. You see it touches as he's going down. It has not been confirmed yet by replay in New York, and then he goes down the sideline. And they look for where his out-of-bounds step was as he was coming down. It was whistled back there.
You know that one feels good for Malik Hooker. He was a first-round pick of the Colts in 17 and just never quite worked out due to some injuries, but worked out just fine there. And this is a big flip in the ball game right now. Just inconsistency throwing the football. over the course of a season. And, you know, the ironic part of the whole thing is today the Colts would pick about 9th in the draft, and they've had their run of veteran quarterbacks come in and try and fix it. Let's see.
Please reset the game clock
It's
to
got to be a
55 seconds. The interception is confirmed, and the runner was out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Thank you.
Yeah, so he maintains control with his hands even though the ball touches the ground. But you're right, the frustration, this is not a sharp passing operation.
It's not. And it's hard to put your finger on exactly why that is.
So instead of going in down 1, the Cowboys get it in great field position. The Colts may go down more than that here. Elliott on the run to the 20-yard line. Dallas still has all the timeouts and 50 seconds left. And one will be taken here. And we'll step out for 30 seconds. Back after this from AWS.
AWS is helping the NFL transform player health and safety. AI analyzes millions of data points, powering unlimited simulations to continuously improve equipment and training, and help predict potential injuries faster than any human. Because when it comes to player safety, nothing matters more.
Each team 1 turnover, an interception here in this second quarter, and both have given the opposition great field position. Colts turn theirs into a field goal. What will Prescott do here? Elliott the back, sideline, up by CeeDee Lamb. He'll be inbounds with his progress stopped. So the clock continues to run.
I'll tell you, it has been the motion of CeeDee Lamb that has really just given fits to this Colts defense. They just can't figure out a way to double team him. He's the guy.
Prescott fires and it's incomplete. Zaire Franklin does a great job carrying Schultz to the back, and Dalton Quinn secured for the catch.
Oh, what a play by Zaire Franklin, the captain out there. Former special teams guy who just willed his way into the starting lineup and is now second in the NFL with 121 tackles and brilliance on that one.
Well, Shaquille Leonard's their star linebacker, Franklin special teamer, but terrific breakup by the 50-year man from Syracuse. Now 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys.
One on the outside.
Running inside. Elliott for 1. DeForest Buckner, great play to make the stop. Timeout. Dallas with 20 to go.
Mike, a lot of, and there's Shaq Leonard on the other side, and a lot of what's happened with this defense is really just a product of they don't get turnovers anymore. That guy was a turnover machine, whether it was interceptions or punch outs or whatever the case may be. They have just not gotten those turnovers. But what we're seeing now out of the Colts is a little bit of a page out of Bill Belichick's playbook in that they are putting Stephon Gilmore on Michael Gallup and then doing everything they can to try and double in some way CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee is the key to this offense. He's the one that you have to stop. And with Kenny Moore out of the lineup for the Colts, it has been a problem.
Dallas here is going to go 3 receivers. Use Pollard as the back. Schultz is the tight end on 3rd and 9. And Prescott gets away from Quiddy Pay. Throws it across. It's Gallup to the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Dak kept it alive. Gallup took it in. Cowboys extend the lead.
Michael, exactly what I was talking about. They used the motion to get Gilmore off of Michael Gallup. As soon as he did that, now Gallup's the one that's going across the field and scoring the touchdown.
Maher's extra point is good, 21-13. Dallas on top.
So you had Stephon Gilmore on the other side against Michael Gallup. Now you're going to put CD in motion across the field. So what do? Now Gilmore has to bump outside to take CD. And so now going the other way is Michael Gallup one-on-one without the kind of coverage he's been used to seeing here tonight, and he scores the touchdown. So it is the way that CD Lamb has been used in this game to open up other people, not just himself.
Good for Gallup to find the end zone yet again. Second touchdown, first game in his first game back from that injury, and we go back to that opening night and all the optimism. That was a big part of what was missing. And they thought that the wide receiving corps would see Gallup and CD Lamb and James Washington. Washington hasn't played at all with a foot injury in the very first practice out in California. As a matter of fact, Washington's getting close to returning. And now Gallup is hitting strides. Didn't mean that pun, but it came out. Cowboys lead by 8.
Just add 3 more letters to that list. There we go.
Bill Beckham Jr. due to visit Dallas. Flowers on the run, takes the big hit. Flag coming down here is Donovan Wilson with the open field tackle on this long striding, good-looking return man that the Colts have found here over the last couple of weeks.
During the return, holding number 41, return team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Penalties on Grant Stewart, so Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, Jerry Jr. over there to the right, they'll be hosting Odell tomorrow.
They will be, and it's an interesting conversation because it's going to take a financial commitment, right? There's no question, and probably multi-years. So how will that go? I mean, would he slide in here if he's right? Yes. Have the Cowboys seen him do anything? Have they seen him run a route? Have they seen? The answer is no. So, but Jerry Jones has a little Super Bowl fever working right now, too. And if he thinks there's a chance that Odell could do what he did last year for the Rams, it will be hard for him not to pull the trigger.
Jeff Saturday's Colts get the ball and start the second half. Trailing by 8. Toyota halftime now with Maria, Tony, and Jason.
All right, thanks, Mike. We've got the former Colts and Cowboys head coaches, so let's just break down the last offensive possession you saw from Dallas.
Dallas did a good job taking advantage of the turnover by Matt Ryan there at the end of the half. I'm not so sure the Colts handled that as well as they should have.
Well, Colts mistakes. That's what's kind of hurt them the last couple of games, and we see it right there in critical situations.
Still got Dallas by 40?
Yeah, they got outscored by 32 in the second half. Is that
all right, he's still in it.
He's going to hang on to that.
So the Cowboys, they're chasing the Eagles and the Vikings atop the NFC, but both those squads showed a lot of grit, a lot of gritty. We're going to give you the updates on how they did it and some big quarterback injury updates for you coming up next.
Want updates on the action? Just tell Siri, show me football scores.
What does it take to stay one step ahead of the hunters? The instincts of a master thief. The reflexes of a cat.
Oh my goodness!
To survive, you must run like a 9th life Benjamin. Heal, Herbert. 2 great escape artists. What hero is legendary as I? Who's a foe in a duel that is made for Sunday night? Dolphins, Chargers. Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
My priority? Get moving. Doctor's orders. And since Priority Health worked with me to design a care plan that lets me try a bunch of workouts, I knew I'd eventually find the perfect fit.
At Priority Health, your priority is our priority.
Folks, it looks like we're going to have to land this big old bird
earlier than expected because it's the Xfinity Black Friday sale. Stream your heart out with the ultimate streamer setup when you get internet with unlimited data for $55 a month. Plus, get a free Flex 4K streaming box.
Oh, my.
And for a limited time, get HBO Max included for 1 year. Even you, 22C.
Flight attendants, prepare for streaming.
Drop everything. Get to the Xfinity Black Friday sale. Click, call, or visit a store today.
The crispiest Detroit-style pizza crust on the planet wasn't baked by a focus group. And a research team never made a sauce so good, the recipe was worth keeping secret. Nope. Because the best Detroit-style pizza comes from Detroit. And it's made by Jets. Order a large super special pizza with your choice of bread and feed 4 for less than $6 each. Jets. Better because it has to be.
At Chevy, the holidays mean going places and doing things you love to do with friends and family. Visit your local Chevy dealer, and when you find your red tag, you find your deal. Then make the most of your time with the people who matter most. Find new moments, find new roads. GM employees with a current eligible Chevy lease can use $500 red tag bonus cash to get this Silverado for $289 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you on Local 4 by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers.
Halftime. Let's go places.
Crazy ending to the first half. Matt Ryan interception pulled off by Malik Hooker turns into a Prescott to Gallup touchdown, and Dallas leads it 21-13 at the half in Dallas. Welcome back inside the studio. Maria Taylor alongside Tony Dungy and Jason Garrett. We had maybe the best slate of games all season this afternoon, so let's jump right to it and get to the best of today, starting with the Commanders and Giants. A little Taylor Heineke magic. Needed to pull off an overtime.
Wasn't great early in the game, but in the big moments, fourth quarter, he came through, got them in position to win. Giants had a chance in overtime, and just short.
58 yards is no good. Game ends in a tie, but the teams do meet again in 2 weeks. Jason, Eagles taking on Titans. It was the A.J. Brown revenge game.
It sure was. The Eagles can beat you so many different ways. Today was about throwing the football and throwing the football to that guy. A.J. Brown, they call him Swole Batman. He is so good on contested catch.
Welcome to Gotham City. They get the win 35-10. Vikings taking on the Jets. A tight game.
Yes, and the Jets outgained the Vikings with Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins made the critical plays, and the defense came up big in the red zone.
Win it 27-22. Bengals taking on the Chiefs, a rematch of the AFC Championship game from a year ago.
And two of the best young quarterbacks playing in the NFL, Mahomes and Burrow. Burrow got the best of them. Joe Cool getting it done for the Bengals.
3-0 against Patrick Mahomes. How about that? 49ers taking on the Dolphins. This is the game we all had circled.
Yes, Brock Purdy ended up being the hero after Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt.
Yes, a broken foot takes him out, so Brock Purdy, former Mr. Irrelevant, steps in, plays well. Tua Tagovailoa has 3 turnovers in this one. The 49ers defense shut down Miami with those 4 takeaways, and now the 49ers have won 5 straight, but now they're without Jimmy G. Mike Florio gives us the latest on the big injuries to QB.
Yeah, and that was the big one. Maria mentioned the broken foot to Jimmy Garoppolo. He is expected to miss the rest of the year. Brock Purdy becomes the starter. They also have Jacob Eason on the practice squad. We've confirmed that they are signing Josh Johnson from the Denver Broncos practice squad to the active roster in San Francisco. In that same game, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa suffered an ankle injury late. I'm told he expects to play next Sunday night against the LA Chargers. And earlier in the day, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson suffered an injured left knee. Coach John Harbaugh said after the game that it is not expected to be a season-ending injury. It is more like days to weeks. An MRI tomorrow will tell us more. If he can't play, Tyler Huntley takes over.
All right, let's have a conversation about where those quarterback injuries lead us in this playoff picture. Right now, the Niners are leading the NFC West at 8-4, currently the 3 seed. Now you insert Brock Purdy. I mean, he had only thrown 9 passes and some mop-up duty. He has to come in, he gets the victory, but where does this lead this 49ers team that was surging?
Maria, I thought he did a fantastic job. For a rookie to step into that stage and play as well as he played, a lot of poise, a lot of composure. He made plays with his feet. He got the ball out of his hand and made a lot of big-time throws. The guy's got a little moxie to him. He really does, and I think his teammates felt it.
Well, he did play well, and the thing about the 49ers, I think a young quarterback can go in and play well there because they've got a tremendous running game. They've got a great defense. It's not going to be you that have to make every single play for them to win.
And he needs to understand that. Be 111th, do your job, play play to your defense, play to that running game, and he can function. The problem with the NFL, though, is the coaches on the other side, they're really good. So what was good for them today, teams are going to take away, and they're going to make him beat them going forward.
Fred Warner, you know, the defensive captain for the 49ers, he told a great story in practice. He's like, listen, we go against this guy all the time. I can talk smack to him. He takes it. So I feel like he's a guy with the it factor, or the moxie, as Jason would say. And we'll see if he has it for the rest of the way.
See, I like
You like it? The second half from Arlington is still ahead. But first, take a trip with Toyota into the great unknown.
Hello, little one. Welcome to the great unknown. Not the okay unknown, or the underwhelming unknown.